Tanto Tuesday, everybody. I'm going to try and go through this quickly. I got a question I'm going to answer. Somebody asked me a very good question. So this is Tanto Tuesday. What I carried today is, believe it or not, yep, I carried my Vision XR partially serrated Tanto blackout in my left pocket. Yep, in my right pocket, carried all the time. I always will. It's not a Tanto, but that's my Spyderco Tenacious with custom micarta scales that I did. Yep, this is very special. Y'all know the story on that. And then, here's the surprise. I didn't carry my Seal FX. I didn't carry that Nedfoss. I wanted to try this out to see how comfortable it was. This is the one I did yesterday. Yep, the sheath worked great. It drops down really low. The snap worked great. No rattle, no shake, rattle, and roll. This is that Buck 622 Endeavor. Totally modified and customized. I added jipping to the scales. I fattened up the scales to fit really good in the hand. I kept only one lanyard. They had two lanyard holes or lashing holes, however you want to call it. And yeah, this was a go. And it's modified too because I got rid of the nylon sheath. Well, it's in the drawer. And I got this sheath together. I had a molded sleeve and I added a mount. And on that mount, I added a nylon strap, belt strap. And I cut the, groove the handle to where the strap fits around it. And look, it is solid, man. This is solid. This is a solid knife. I am so pleased with this. One of my favorite ones. It really is. That's the Buck 622 Endeavor, customized, modified. Okay, let me get to a question I'm going to answer. It was a great question. It was on my email this morning. They were asking if the SOG Gambit, that's SOG's version of the Karambit, was a good slashing self-defense knife. Absolutely. Now, I haven't sharpened mine in a while. Comes in this nice sleeve. Okay, very wicked. I have it set up so I carry it on the midsection of my back and just pull it right out. You got jipping right here. You got your ring right here, your Karambit ring. And let me see. I don't know if this is damp for all the rain, but I haven't sharpened in a while. I haven't carried this in a while. I used to carry it all the time. But yeah, that's still sharp. It could really use, I got it at one point, it was like razor sharp, okay? Slashing self-defense, absolutely. There's no question. I love the thin profile. It's lightweight. I like the jimping. This is one of my favorite Karambits I own, actually. This is what I actually really carry. It's just that much out of the way, and fits great in the midsection of the back, or you could, however you want to carry it. And yeah, slashing. I mean, when you're talking about slashing, there's certain parts of the body, man. That's all you got to hit, and then you got to stand back because you're talking about waterfall. You know, you're talking about a fountain. Yeah, that's slashing. You know what I'm saying? Just anywhere. You slash it and cause a little ripple or a fountain, you've done your job for self-defense. They'll pass out just from the sight of themselves bleeding. I don't even want to talk about that. Okay, but yeah, this is absolutely a great slasher. But so is this. This is my eye-filled lot back I got last couple of days, along with that large one. Yeah, you take this out, man, I got me a slasher. Anything I carry is a slashing self-defense knife. That's my opinion. You just gotta know, just where are you gonna, what are you gonna do? You just gotta know where to slash it. But anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. The Vision XR, we took care of that. Okay, today, I don't know why I brought this out, just in case I wanted to go heavy. I just threw this not too long ago, I think last week. This is that Buck, what is it, ground combat? Combat ground? I always get that mixed up. Combat ground, Tanto. Super balanced. I've used this in the wet. That micarta scales does great. Super sharp. Fantastic sheath. Nice lock in. I got that in case I want to throw it, but what I did, I pulled out Midsize. I call it Midsize or smaller. These are Midsize. One's a little bit smaller. These are Tanto blades. I thought that'd be kind of cool to show you. You know, I don't have to go all big like the Recon, Cold Steel Recon, the GI. My gosh, that Cold Steel GI tore up my board, man. That's a hunk of steel. If you come across that, get it. GI Tanto. Okay, this is the Cold Steel Coben. This is a lot of fun to throw. If you want to get into throwing, but at the same time invest into a great self-defense knife, I recommend this. Highly recommend it. It's lightweight, and you got a clip here, but you can actually carry this in your pocket. Yep, I've carried it in my pocket. Okay, that's the Cold Steel Coben Tanto. Yep, this is the K-Bar Short Tanto, partial serrated. I've used this, actually I carried this at work for a while and used it. It had the serrations I needed for that type of cutting. It was a nice, I went into the ground with it, trenching. It's got nice craton handle when it got rainy, wet. And the only reason why I got away from it was just the, you know, the amount of straps it had on it. It's a great carry, it's lightweight. Sometimes when I went to sit down, this thing got in the way, so that's why I kind of love the leather sheaths. You know what I mean? For work. Okay, I might throw that. Those two I might throw. Here is the SOG Growl. If you come across this, get it. It's a chunk of steel. It's a really well-made sheath. Check that out. It has a drop loop. Velcro makes it lower. You can carry it lower or like that, which is fine. This is a chunk of steel. It's no biggie. I'm not sure if it's a 440 or whatever, or it might be the CR13 MOV steel. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because I've used this. Check it out. I've thrown this quite a bit at work. I mean, not at work, excuse me, in my board. And it's full tang, solid steel. Look at all that jipping. Fantastic, very cool looking knife too. Very cool. Satin finish. SOG Growl. I've seen these pop up. Oh, it has a strap right there too for the blade. Then you got this one. I get a lot of I get a lot of bad comments on this because of the name of it, but that's what it is. This is the Topps special assault weapon. Okay, that's what it's called, the saw. This is the Topps saw. Tanto blade. Now this has G10 scales. Okay, there's your lanyard hole. You got jipping back here. Fantastic self-defense knife. Great carry. If you notice, I have it set for me on the back. It's got that Tanto blade, partial serrated, 1095 steel. And yes, this is called the special assault weapon. Okay, that's the name of it. So I don't know if I'll do a short on that again because, man, I got blitzed. But that's the fact. You look that up, you Google that, you go to the top site, you go to anybody's website and check it out, and they all say special assault weapon. That's by Topps. So now to decide what I'm going to throw, I'm not sure. I got my card of scales coming today. Actually, it's G10 scales. I think it's pretty much the same thing as this. So I'm going to decide between doing this Magnum Boker. This is a blank. Okay, and it comes with this. I'll clean it up. Comes with this nice sheath. So I was kind of leaning toward a more of a blackout, but that'll work if it's the right size. And or I got a folding knife, a assisted folding knife. I've never done an assisted. So I got it apart. It's a flea market knife. I got it apart. Actually, it's a Steinbrook. Yep, that's the blade. I actually carried this at my old workplace years ago. Partial serrated. You can see where I used it, and I got it apart. It is spring assisted, and what's going to be neat if I do attempt this is going to be totally different. It has a slot for cutting. See, I got that all apart, ready to go. And then this part is what I got to decide on. This is the spring, so I have to carve that out where the spring goes. And another thing that'd be kind of cool on the back end, on the they got the breaker, the persuader. So I got all the screws, I got everything apart. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I just wanted to see it. This will be very involved. I haven't done a folder in a while, that's why. So let me get some of these back in my bag. And by the way, I'm going to start doing, I want to do a thing on some gear. I haven't done that in a while. That's in my descriptions. I'm going to do some backpacks. You know, I've done my Ridge stuff. And I just got some stuff I could share. I'm thinking about doing that. Alrighty, y'all take care, and SOG out.